Cardi B's WAP video that actually like created a spark online, because that morning I was listening to the Breakfast Club and I heard them talking about it. And basically when for the people that don't know, what happened is she was listening to the song, and her daughter walked in and she turned it off, and some people was like, oh, your daughter your daughter can't listen to it, and you made the song, but other kids are listening to it. And the question of the day on the Breakfast Club was whether should Cardi B be making those songs, or how did people feel about it that she turned it off? And what was your thoughts on it first?
So this is the crazy thing about it. I want to know if people look at it this way. Watch what I tell you. Here's the scenario. I was in an Uber and WAP came on, and I was with my daughter. My daughter's 3. I was in an Uber and WAP came on. Big WAP, whatever. I don't know what the song say. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know that the song was raunchy, right? So I had told the Uber driver, can you turn that off? Because I didn't want my daughter to hear the song.
Right.
Okay. So he turned it off. I got out the Uber and went in a corner store before I went to my house. And in the corner store, they was playing WAP. Well, I think it was like on the radio. So it was playing wherever I was going. So when I went in a corner store, WAP was playing in the store. So mind you, it's not me playing it. It's the Uber driver, and it's the dude in the store playing it on the loudspeaker. So I can't tell a guy in the store, can you turn that off? I can't do that, okay?
Right.
And then when I leave out the store, somebody's driving past in their car playing that shit mad loud. So the reason why I say all of this is because it is unavoidable. Regardless, your kids are going to hear this back in the throat thing before they even reach the goddamn age of 5.
All right, so the main question was, because she turned it off, or should kids be listening to that and stuff like that? When you was younger, or maybe not that, when I was younger, I was listening to Let Me Look You Up and Down.
You was?
The music was playing. I wasn't listening to it, but I know the song from when I was younger.
Okay.
So all of those songs and Lil Kim songs and all of that shit is, to me, it's like WAP and all of that stuff is the newer version of it. But the question was should she be making those songs if she didn't want her kids? I think that the other kids that are listening to it, Cardi B is not responsible for them hearing it. And I'm not talking about on the radio. I know that situation was unavoidable. But I think that she should still be able to make those. That's like rated R movies. You can't be in a rated R movie. You can't make one because your kid can't watch it. I don't agree with that.
No. See, I think that what's happening is people are missing the point, right? So at the end of the day, you're always going to hear this music. You cannot hide your child from music, ratchet music. First of all, you're making it. And not too many parents are the actual artists like Cardi B. She's the actual artist making the ratchet music.
Unfortunately, sex sells. That's why, Milf and the Clock. Shout out to Milf and the Clock.
Facts.
Sex sells.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's anything wrong with her making that music.
Yeah.
But you think that she should stop, or
I don't want to pass too much judgment, but I will say this. You have a child. Your child is gonna grow up and look at you like a role model. So I don't want to pass too much judgment on it, but I will say, what if her daughter say, "Mommy, what's the tingly thing in the back of your throat?"
She gonna know.
Shit!
She gonna know by the time she gets to that age.
But no.
She ain't even gotta ask her mother.
What I'm saying is, if she happens to hear the song, what if she comes? You know how your kids walk up to you and they be like, "Daddy, what's this?"
Okay, but yes,
and you gotta explain
that happens as a parent.
Are you kissing somebody? And you gotta explain why you kissing.
No.
What if her daughter specifically says, Mommy, what's the tingly thing in the back of your
It's this.
throat?
Show her. That's it. It's that.
Why do you want somebody to touch it? Fuck your whole life up. You be sitting there looking stupid like, oh my God, I gotta explain this shit.
I think that she should be. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I think I do things too that I just don't want my daughter to see, and then I have to turn around and explain it. But now you led me into another topic because you said that she's a role model. What about, like, to me, this was a big deal. I talked about this with somebody before. What about, like, Terry Crews when supposedly, like, he got touched and shit and he didn't say anything because he wanted to stay in the industry? Like, I think that is, to me, teaching your children. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. If I got touched and shit, like, I'm saying something. Especially you would, like, to me, when I look at Terry Crews, you're a big, strong man. Like, you know, you're very big and you seem, like, very powerful. Like, why would you let...
Oh, that's the big dude that be fucking...
Exactly.
Okay.
He got touched by, like, I think a white guy, something like that. Please don't quote me. Don't sue me because you ain't getting nothing. I'm just saying. No money. But I think it was a white guy. And somebody touched him and he didn't say anything. But supposedly he didn't say anything because, you know, in industry, once you say something, you might be blackballed. And then you can't, like, make music anymore. You can't be an actor in his case. And I think that kind of he sold himself because a lot of people was wondering, like, you know, he didn't say anything because he didn't want to lose jobs. He wouldn't be hired places. And I feel like that right there is when you're actually showing to be a role model or not. So you didn't say, he got daughters. His daughters could be touched if they making a lot of money somewhere. That's what that tells me. Not that you making this raunchy music, because I'm an adult. And when you become an adult, you going to probably want somebody to touch that thingling thing too. No, dead ass. That's the difference. I think that is when you show your kids that, like, no, you don't just do whatever for whatever.
Yeah, you are the role model. That's what I'm saying. So, look, I rap. And I got songs and shit where I'm talking a whole bunch of shit. I'm saying shit right now.
Do you got songs talking about women and how you fuck them and how they this and that and they hoes and all that stuff? And you got a daughter that is 3?
Wait, we ain't gonna get into that now. But hold on. That is a good question. So I limit the fucking amount of shit that I say. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you know, like I wanna fuck the back of your throat. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that because I can picture my daughter running across that. Like, Daddy, why did you do that? No, that's a weird thought in my mind.
What is something that you do say in your music though? Tell me.
This is one of the latest songs that I wrote. I was like, she gonna be a thought for who she wanna be a thought with. That bitch is toxic. I told her to stop it. She's calling me stupid. I'm calling her hot shit, whatever. Anyway, I'm taking her shopping. She went out to Bali and then she bought back the bread. It's just regular shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. I'm not like, yo, I
so
fucking fuck the back of her throat.
Well, what if she come to you and be like, Daddy, what is a thought?
What's a thought?
Then you're going to say that hoe over there. And she goes, well, what's the hoe?
No, I will not be putting a child in an adult's place by explaining to her what a thought
That's
is.
why when she say, Mommy, what's that thingly thing? You're not going to say, it's this.
I know.
And what do you want? You're going to make it up like parents do.
Right. But what I'm saying is, how do you feel, though, inside when you go to bed at night? You like, damn, my daughter just ask me what that thingly thing is in the back of my throat.
I don't listen.
And that's all because she heard that goddamn song.
I don't know. Saying. I don't really think it's that bad because I try my best.
I like the song a little bit because I only heard it a little bit. That's my homie Launch Pro. She said she's an entertainer and her daughter will grow up to understand that. Also, a lot of children ain't even exposed to that material, and their parents, they're far removed. And then she says,
I just feel like when you
got some people on there on that live talking.
When you so young, you don't think about it. El Shabar, I love you, but get off my live.
He said, many men have children, and their content is absolutely atrocious. So unless there is an entire movement to reform the material of hip hop culture,
that was a good one,
retrospectively, regardless of gender, it is what it is. And see, that's what I was trying to say though. That's exactly what I was
I just
trying
feel
to say.
like when you're young, you don't think about that. When I was like listening or hearing "Let Me Lick You Up and Down," I definitely wasn't thinking like that. Especially not at 3
What
or
do you
however old Cardi B.
You didn't understand
I
at that age. I'm trying to get my
whatever
line
it was
right.
that I was listening. So I'm just using it as an example. Whatever songs that I heard back in the day, and I had a whole list before I even came and sat down with you for real that I could like call out. I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about until I got older. I was like, oh shit, that's what that's about.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I knew what licking up and down was at whatever.
You probably
age.
was doing it.
No,
touching somebody thangly thing.
No, you stupid.